Hi guys, afternoon. How are you all? And happy Friday! It is actually Friday, which is very exciting. Let's get you guys in there so that I can see you all. Yeah, end of the week. How nice is that? And nearly the end of January and the beginning of February, which is very, very exciting. At the beginning of February, there used to be a pagan festival called Imbolc. And it was all about like light coming back and just all sounds very, very hopeful, which is rather lovely. How are you guys? What have you been up to? How's your week been? What plans have you got for the weekend? Do comment, do say hi, do let me know what you guys are up to. I know that I've actually just had a message this morning about International Women's Day, which is on the 8th of March. Might be wrong in that, but I'm pretty sure it's the 8th of March. And the guys over at the forum are putting together like a big celebration about International Women's Day. I think they've got a slogan, the International Women's Day organisers have got a slogan. I think it's Choose to Challenge, which is a really lovely one. I quite like that. But they're asking from all sorts of artwork, poetry, passages, anything like that. So if you want to record yourselves doing anything like that, or you want to take pictures of any artwork, do send it in. I have put a post on this morning that's got an email address on it for Carolyn. So celebrating all things women. And that doesn't just mean women have to do it either. It could be men doing artwork, videos of poetry or whatever to celebrate women as well. Hello Lindsay, hello Ruby, nice to see you, fabulous to have you with us. Yeah, so that's quite exciting. What else have I done this morning? Oh, I have got some work to help a group of adults with learning disabilities to put on an art exhibition all about lockdown. So that's really exciting. So that'll probably be kind of the end of February, March time, which is great. And it's Winter Lanterns starting this weekend. Well, starting next week, starting from Monday. So the first week they've got like a whole month of February where you can light up like your house, your window, your garden, and kind of light up the town really. And the theme is heroes and villains, but they've kind of broken that down into a theme week by week. So next week's theme is heroes. So I shall be posting what mine is on Monday. So get your glow sticks out or your Christmas lights or anything else, or tissue paper for the window. I've seen somewhere people have actually done some drawings and then put those on the window, which looks very, very cool as well. So it doesn't have to be massive, it can be quite small and subtle, which is not a problem at all. Hello Sapphire and Jasper, hello Jane. Can't join in, but you're just gonna watch, no problem. You're just gonna listen to me ramble, basically. That's fine, that's not a problem at all. We're gonna work with our soft pastels today, so I'm going to get those out, and actually I am going to roll up my sleeves because I know that this is going to be quite a messy one. So we're going to do some lily pads on some water using the chalks, so lots of blending. I'm going to use my finger to blend the chalks, but if you wanted to, you could use a bit of kitchen towel, a bit of tissue, or even a cotton bud. Actually, I've done with the cotton buds, you can be very precise with one of those. So entirely up to you what you want to use to blend. So it's gonna take a little while, so I'm gonna crack straight on into it and I'm gonna drop you guys down so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. So I'm going to go in with just really basic colours. So I'm gonna go with a nice earth blue, and I'm lucky enough to have a couple of different blues in here as well, which is nice. So I'm gonna go with the kind of lighter ones. And then I am going to be using a green eventually, so I'm going to pop that there for now. And I'm going to use the flat side of our pastels, so I'm not going to go with a point, I'm going to go with a flat side. So literally, you can see, colours it in really quite nicely. That is a lovely colour, that light one actually. And then I'm just going to go in with a little bit of this, just here and there. I'm not going to do that all the way across. And I'm going to do the same with the other one. So it becomes a little bit random as to where that colour is. And then I'm literally just going to use my finger and smudge all of those together. So you can see where those slightly different colours are. And I'm just smudging any excess, I'm just smudging back into it. We will have some excess by the end of it anyway, so don't worry too much. And just really smudge that in because you want it nice and smooth for the next bit that we're going to do. As I say, if you find that you're getting friction burns from doing this on your fingers, do grab a bit of kitchen towel. So I'm just going to tap that off. There we go. Look at those beautiful colours coming out. There you go. Hi Dad, Dad's watching. Excellent stuff. So I am going to put some green in, but I'm not going to do that quite yet, I think. Or shall I? No, I will. I will put some green in. But I'm going to put this very kind of centralised. So I'm going to put the green over the top. So can you see it's mainly in the middle? So it's mainly where our lily pads are going to sit, to be honest. So you get the nice reflections. So it's mainly in the middle and kind of comes down to a point. So again, I'm just going to very lightly rub those in. And if you tap it off and then rub it in again, you start to get some of that blue coming through as well, which works really nicely there. Again, if you want more blue through, which I do, I'm just going to streak a little bit of that light blue over the top. There we go, I'm happier with that colour now. So this is kind of, it's almost like mixing colours, but on the piece of paper, which is actually quite nice. I quite like doing that. Right, so I'm going to get my other greens out. So, building this up. Each lily pad, and we're going to do them mainly in this green area here. Each lily pad is going to have a bit of dark green, and I'm using the kind of the corner almost. Bit of dark green, and we're doing this very impressionist, by the way. A little bit of the lighter green over the top, and then the lightest green, want a nice big oval shape on top. So I'm going to lift that up so you can see what that looks like. So it's almost like you're creating a kind of green flag going on there. And then you're going to take your finger and just slowly rub that in together. But I don't want to rub it too much. I'm going to tap the excess off as well. I don't want to rub it too much because I want to leave that kind of nice circle there, and I want to leave the colours slightly separate. Now we've lost a little bit of the light green, so I am going to put some of that back in the top, and I'm not going to smudge it. So that's what a finished lily pad looks like there. And I'm going to carry on doing that for a couple more. So let's put one up here. Maybe another one up here actually. There, one over here. There. And up there. There we go. I'm happy with those there. Okay, and I'm going to use again that kind of medium green. This is quite a nice sort of khaki green colour actually. Use that on top, and then the lightest one on the top of that. Oh, there we go. And again, just very, very lightly. Don't want to go in. And this is where a cotton bud might actually be better to blend with, because you can get it a little bit more detail. There we go. I'm blending it very, very slightly. I'm just going to tap that excess off. Okay, and then again, I'm just going to go in with a few dashes of the lighter green over the top so we can really bring that colour out. Okay, so then we want our pinks and our whites. So the first thing we're going to do is put pink on. Love this pink as well. And we're just going to do a couple of petals there. So I've done kind of, they're almost like 5 blobs. This is very impressionist, this one. It's kind of like 5 blobs. And again, I'm going to do the same here. I'm just literally playing with where to put them. I've probably done that one a little bit too far apart, so try and keep them a little bit closer than that. There we go. So hopefully you can see what I've done there. And then what I'm going to do is use the white to go in over the top of that. And again, this is effectively kind of blending as you're going on the paper. So I'm going to use my white to come in here. And I'm just using the very corner of my white. And can you see how that colour becomes just a really nice light white pink, and you're kind of joining all of those blobs together with a nice white bit in the middle. And you kind of end up going over some of that pink as well, so it loses its brightness a little bit, which is good because we want a nice pink, not a cerise pink going on there. There we go. Okay, and then I'm not going to blend those at all. I'm just going to shake off the excess. There we go. Look at those coming out. So you can see they're always like tinged with the pink at the very tips, just by using the corner of the soft chalk. So pink and then the white over the top, and you're kind of blending the white in as you go, as you put it in. So we need some reeds and things up at the top. So again, I'm going to use my greens. I might just go for these two, and I'm literally just going to go like that. I'm just going to flick it away. Maybe some up there as well. I could do another one up there actually. There we go. So I've done that nice khaki green, and then I'm going to go in a little bit with the lighter green as well. And then if you want to, you can smudge these as well, but only a little bit like we did with the chalks for the Starburst, where we just kind of went over them once. So I'm just going to do that. I don't really want to do it too much because I want to keep some of those streaks. There we go. And then around where the reeds are, I want you to take a darker blue, if you've got one. If you haven't got a darker blue, darker green, or even like a kind of brown really. And I'm just going to start using the very side of my chalk and just start bringing in a little bit of the darker blue there to blend in. Ooh, I need a clean finger. There we go. Probably still going to get some of that green in. There we go. So just want to really blend that in. That lovely dark blue coming in there. Just to outline where those reeds are coming in. There we go. So it kind of almost gives it a bit of a shadow. Now you can, if you want to, put a slight, actually I'll use the darker blue again, a slight bit of darker blue or whatever underneath each lily pad. Again, just showing a little bit of shadow. And again, you just want to blend that in slightly. It is impressionist after all. So there you have it. I think I'm happy with that now. Yeah, there we go. So just a few very, very simple techniques. Some blended, some not blended, some blending into each other on the paper. And you can see we have our beautiful lily pads in a pond. Or lake, or whatever you want it to be. So there you go. I cannot wait to see yours. If you're finding it difficult to get like a corner of a chalk, because sometimes it can be difficult to kind of get the detail in, either use a cotton bud to get it in and blend it, or just make the lily pads slightly bigger. I'm working on an A5 piece of paper here, so it's quite a small piece of paper. So you can just work bigger, and then you don't need to worry so much about the detail. Which actually, if you look at Monet's lilies on the water and everything, you know, these paintings are huge. They're absolutely massive. And if you went right up to them and looked at them, you wouldn't have a clue what it was, because it's just a massive colour, just blending of colour. And it's only when you step back that you look at it and you think, oh yeah, I can see the lily pads now. Beautiful. So go bigger if you're finding it difficult with the detail. All right, so that's that. From Monday, we're going to start with our paper craft, which is going to be great fun next week. Lots of kind of cutting out and paper sculpture, and a little bit of drawing still in there as well, which is really lovely. So Monday you will need an A4 piece of paper, a pair of scissors, a black pen, like a fine liner or a black biro or something like that, tape, and it doesn't matter whether it's double-sided tape, sellotape or masking tape, or even electrical tape, doesn't matter. You can use whatever. And that's it. That's all you will need for Monday. So it's going to be very exciting. We're going to do a bit of a panoramic 3D drawing. It's going to be very exciting. You're welcome, Jane. I've just seen your comment. You're welcome. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend, whatever you're up to. Hopefully some of you will join in Winter Lanterns that Create are putting on around the borough of Tunbridge Wells and further afield, if you're further afield, and kind of light up your windows or your garden, front of your house, or even inside your house. But photograph it and post it on social media if you follow Winter Lanterns Tunbridge Wells or Create, and they'd love to see all the different fabulous things that you come up with. So that starts from Monday. Have a good weekend. I will see you at 1 p.m. on Monday. Have fun. Bye.